All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks so much for joining here on the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy Show. We are here on day number 22 of the Mindset Makeover Challenge. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator. We got Mr. Beedles in the building.
What is happening? This is Mr. Beedles, Mr. Wealthy, Healthy, Happy, your neighborhood financial planner and your small business developer. What's going on, man? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, man. I'm doing well. I know it is Tuesday, so we are getting closer and closer to completing our 30-day challenge, and hopefully everyone has been kind of tracking along with us, or at least getting started. And basically, what we're doing here, guys, is we've read or listened to The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Hopefully, you'll take the time to check that out. If not, you can go to our fan page here, or go to our network at wealthyhealthyhappy.net. And there'll be a link for you to connect to that. And basically, from that audio, we were instructed to give some steps on what to do for the next 30 days, which is want to focus on a dominant goal and something that we want to do, be, or create, or become. And we want to focus on that thing for the next 30 days with a positive focus and staying focused on that. And so what we found is that the goal part was not very difficult. And sometimes we say, what does that mean? Well, that is like knowing what you want, knowing exactly what you want. But what we found is like staying focused on that goal, positively focused on that goal, was where the challenge really is for 30 days straight to do that. Of course, we got holidays, we got employees, we got bosses, we got all these things in this world that could get us off of focus. And so that was the big challenge. So we're on day 22, and so hopefully you've determined what it is that you want, and we can really talk about this whole focus thing, man, because this is a big thing, man. If we really, really want to get what we desire, we have to be focused on it. It's got to be a conscious part of our minds that on a regular basis, as we move towards becoming that which it is that we desire.
Man, you said a mouthful right there, buddy. Just wanted to help welcome a few people in the room, man. They got some interesting statuses. Shout out to Vernine right now, just a chick with an iPhone and a dream. Love it. Thank you for stopping by. Then we also have we got Chuck, man. Chuck is a winnerologist, and he studies winning to create winners. Well, guess what, man? When I just seen that, Chuck, I don't know if you watched the fight this weekend, but Conor McGregor said something that was very interesting, man. He said, winners focus on winning and losers focus on losers, and I focus on winning. So I thought that it was, I think your status is pretty cool, man. Thank you for stopping by. And then we also have Brittany. She is in the building today. Brittany, are you jumping in the hot seat today? We don't know yet, but focus, man. Focus. All right, so we are on day 20. We're on day 21 of our Mindset Makeover Challenge, and it is and it has been a challenge when you really think about what you do on a day-to-day basis. The stuff that you do is routine. You kind of do it without thinking about it, but you do it without thinking about it. But it is about getting away from the routine and setting a chart for a new path, and that's where the challenge lies, man. So I see, it's actually day 22. So 22 days into this thing, man, and you really start to get an appreciation for having a definite major purpose and staying focused on that goal, staying focused on the goal, and then doing something every single day towards that. Makes all the difference in the world. And I think what's helped me along the way is just the simple fact that I got to get up every morning and make sure that I'm on this call by 6:50 every single morning for the last 22 days. And I could almost say I could say this with certainty that there probably would have been at least a day that I missed if it had not been for the good folks in the community that we have right here on the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy Show, man. So it's the focus, and then people helping you to stay accountable to what's going on in your life, is what is so valuable.
So here's a good thing, man. You just mentioned that, that the network and the connection and accountability. And when we're talking about this challenge for 30 days, man, I wonder, what, and this is a question to the room, it's a question to people that are watching or following. As it relates to your goal, as it relates to your big dream, as it relates to your desire, your aspirations, what is it that you've done every day for the last 30 days towards to display progress towards your big audacious goal, your bag? What is it that you've done? Because consistency is key, right? And so if we can say, hey, we've been getting up every day to connect, to get the day started right, to really at least start the day off with the right mental attitude, the right spirit, to charge after our goals. My question to the room is, what have you intentionally done for the past 30 days consistently towards achieving your goal, achieving your dream, or towards becoming that which it is that you want to be? And so, Chuck, I see that you're here. You say that you study winners. If you want to type in the chat box, what are some things, some characteristics of winners that you have seen, that you have noticed, since you are a winnerologist and you're studying winners? What are some characteristics of winners that you have noticed that maybe you've instilled into your own life, or that you want to share, with the world? But what are some things that we're doing, guys, that intentionally, uh, you know, towards success, that are moving us towards success, that is moving us towards achieving that which it is that we want to do, be, create, or become? It's a great question to think about, because if you haven't already, then this is a great time to start some new habits. It's a great time to start some new habits. We're rolling to the end of 2015, rolling into 2016. And
Happy holidays.
and if some of the things that you have already done or created for this year hasn't been successful, then it may be time to start thinking about changing some things so that you can be successful.
That's so good. And look, this is the challenge, and this is also the challenge for our audiences as well. Is we started this challenge 22 days ago, and there are a lot of people said, man, I want to go along for this ride as well. And what you start seeing is that as you get into deeper water, there are more people that fall off. And again, it's not a testament of the whether the challenge is valuable or not. That's not, that's not it. It is, it's truly about who is able to hang in there. Can you stick it out? Can you say, all right, man, for 30 days, this is what I'm going to do. Come hell or high water, I'm going to drink my alkaline water every single day, and I'm gonna do 30 minutes of exercise every single day for 30 days, and stick to it. I don't care if you got a hangover. I don't care if you got to get up and go to work early in the morning. Whatever the excuses are, there's no excuses for 30 days. And that has become the challenge, man. And I think that is what has made this. I think that's what's made this show, really beautiful for me. Is that I have this renewed renewed commitment to my goals, my dreams, my aspirations, and there are some gifts I knew I had and was kind of sitting on, and this show brought them to the forefront. So we have the wealthyhealthyhappy.net, which is the fastest growing, the #1 marketplace for growing people. And we're going to
So you just said something, sir. You just said that no excuses for 30 days, and that's can you make it? And every morning sometimes you can make an excuse, right? Like every day you can make an excuse. Whatever. Oh, I'm not feeling well, or I'm tired. Oh, whatever. We can find an excuse. We can find a reason
Yeah, man.
to not do. Right? We can find. I mean, we don't even have to look very far to find reasons to not do. It's very easy to come up with something, even if it's I just don't feel like it, to say that, hey, this is a reason to not do something. And I think the challenge is one of the biggest challenges is to find reasons to do it. Right? We
Yeah.
go back to your why, right? Finding the reasons to do it. Like, especially when you wake up first thing in the morning, right? Because you wake up in the morning and you're probably feeling comfortable in the bed. You may have had a great night, maybe not a good night. You could have fought with the spouse, not fought with the spouse, whatever. But every morning, when you get started, your day, you have to decide when you wake up that today is going to be a success. You have to decide first thing in the morning when you wake up that I am going to choose to do the hard stuff. Because it's easy to do nothing, right? It's easy to lay around the house all day. It's easy to be a couch potato. It's easy to watch TV all day. It's a lot of things that are easy to do. But I found in life, man, that the things that are hard to do or the things that are difficult, really, they're not really difficult. It's just hard making the decision to do them. For example, study, right? It's really not hard to do it. It's really easy to do. You can just sit there and just read for a few hours. Pretty boring, but it's not a hard thing to do. It's just a matter of making the decision to do it. And so, yeah, right. You got to talk yourself into becoming.
You got to
great.
talk yourself into becoming great, man. Like, for real. It's a daily self-talk. And there are, we live in this world of duality, right? Two eyes, two noses, nostrils, 2 ears, you know what I mean? Like a brain, left side and the right side. I believe that there are two people on the inside of you. And there's the great person on the inside of you, and then there is there's that lazy ass guy on the inside of you as well, or woman on the inside of you as well, that is so okay with the norm. They're so okay with just the status quo that it will talk us into being average. And that's a scary place to be, man. Just being average. It's scary to one day wake up and say, you know what, I'm okay with being right where I am right now. Not saying that you don't appreciate where you are right now, because you should. You should absolutely have gratitude for where you are right now. But if you know that there's a goal and there's a goal in the dream that you're striving for, there's a definite major purpose that you have. It's got to start with you every single morning, reminding yourself of why you are getting up every morning, why you're making the sacrifices, why you're reading the book, why you're going to the class, why are you studying, why are you on your diet right now. There has to be a reason why you say, man, look, there's something that I'm committed to, and every single day I'm going to do something towards that goal. Because when you look back over what you've done and you realize that all that I've done has brought me to where I am today. But the reverse is also true as well. All that you don't do is also the reason why you are where you are today. And both of those things are absolutely important. It's called activity. And you have to monitor both of those things. And Ryan, the action man, would say that thing best, man, is that you have to have calculated, measurable steps every single day towards your goal, or you are going to fail. And being average is being average, man. Like, come on, man. Like, winners study winners. Winologist, where you at, man?
So average is definitely you know what?
Yeah, say
average, it. Average is just that. You know what I mean? When I think of the words average, man, when I think of mediocre, when I think of just getting by, when I think of just over broke, when I think of all of these places that we don't have to dwell in, but we can tend to find ourselves in these places because of a lack of activity, right? Because of a lack of a roadmap, because of lack of desire, because the reality, man, is that average is comfortable.
It is. It's
You know what
just
I mean?
what we've
Like the
been taught.
reality, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
what we've
what
been
we've been
taught. It's
taught.
average is comfortable. So if you grew up with the whole, American dream of, get a job, work that job for 40 years, and wait on the pension or the whatever and retire and get the white picket fence and the family. I mean, if this is the what you have accepted as the dream,
Yeah.
and if you are currently living that accepted dream, and you realize that that dream is average, because, and what does average mean? Average just means that you're not living to your fullest potential. Average just means that there's more inside of you that you can tap into. Haven't you just don't go to that inside. So
Yeah, it's just over broke.
yeah,
That's what average is, just over broke. Average is again, is average is doing just enough to get by. It's doing just enough that they don't fire you tomorrow, right? And they're paying you just enough so that you don't leave. That's what average is. Average. And so the way that you get out of average is that you command more of yourself. And when you start demanding more of yourself, guess what happens? The universe starts giving you more. And what also happens is the universe will also give you more responsibility as well, right? And so I'm sure that some of us have heard the term "too much is given." To whom much is given, much is required.
yeah.
So you have to understand that level of responsibility. We talked last night. We talked yesterday about not being afraid of heights, and allowing your altitude, your attitude, to determine your altitude. And when you are so assured of yourself and who you are and where it is that you want to go, it's going to make a lot of people around you uncomfortable. And the reason why is because you are now deciding that, look, guys, I don't want to do the same stuff. I don't want to go through the same rigmarole. Is that even a word? Is rigmarole a word? I don't know.
It might be. I know we made it up.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I don't want to continue to do the same things and get the same empty stuff, the same empty activity, and getting the same results. I want to change, man. I want to do better, and that is causing you to go to higher heights, and it's going to deeper depths, going to the next level. Can't be afraid.
It's so interesting, man, because I know for a fact in my life that when you do make that commitment to being great, that you do make people uncomfortable, right? Because those people are used to you doing whatever it is that you normally do, right? And so
Right.
when you start to switch that up and say, hey, I'm taking control of my life, I'm doing something different, I'm making some changes, some positive steps towards my best self, then the old crowd doesn't know how to handle you.
They don't, man.
They don't
They
know how to
don't.
deal with you.
They're like, man,
Because
why are you? Yeah. They're like, why are you trying to be great right now? Why are you trying to? Your light is too bright. And I think we make the mistake. And sorry for cutting you off, man. But I'm feeling that right now, man. I'm feeling that right now so much, man. And we can't be afraid to. And a lot of our conversations are tying right back into each other. But we can't be afraid to let our light shine. And a lot of times, what will happen is that people with big personalities, those that have something to say, those that are assured of themselves, they'll walk into rooms, or they'll be in spaces, or they'll be in jobs that where you feel like, you know what, I really can't shine too bright, because there are people that are in my immediate circle that feel uncomfortable or feel threatened by my light. So I dim my light so that I don't shine too much attention on myself. But that's exactly what you need to do. And you need to do that because it's going to attract the right people to you. Even if you shining bright today means that it pushes you out of a situation, it pushes you out of the current job that you're in, and only to find the next best thing for you. It pushes you out of the job so that you can find the business opportunity that you've always wanted. But it's only until you feel it's only until you feel great about who you are. It's only until you decide that, man, today I'm going to shine bright, man. Today I'm going to be the sun, and I'm going to shine as bright as I possibly can because my world deserves it. My world deserves me being absolutely 100% authentic at all times. And I got to do that. And so I am. So today is the day that I say, fuck it. I'm out here and I'm going to do my best. You know what I mean? Shout out to
Glisten and Glow.
Yeah. Shout out to Tabman, Glisten and Glow.
So I love that, man. Like today is the day that I say F it, right? But I say F it with the plan. Right. And
Yeah,
I want to
absolutely.
make sure that we understand that, right? Because you know, it's one thing to have that mentality of, hey, I'm going after it, right? But I'm going after it with a plan. Many people, they step into these arenas or these spaces without a plan, and then they find themselves, they find it's almost like I think there's a difference between having that movement of like enthusiasm and then actually being committed to the cause. Because if you're not committed to a cause, and you move out on enthusiasm, and then all you're left with is the T-shirt. But if you're
Uh-oh.
committed to the cause, then you actually have a tangible, um, something tangible at the end of the journey. More than just a T-shirt or the audio cassette, right? So a lot of
Right.
people are moved only by enthusiasm, but if you have enthusiasm with a plan, then reaching that goal, reaching that greater self, reaching that higher attainment of whatever it is that you're going after is that much more real. Because you're not just, again, I tell people this all the time, you can't just run from something, you have to be running to something as well. So if you're
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, I hate my job and I'm going to quit my job," well, that's you running from something. The question is not what you're running from. The question is, what are you running to? What are you running towards? You're not you don't just quit your job when that's your income stability. That's how you sustain yourself. But what are you running towards? What are you going to replace that with? What are you going to do with that 8 hours, that 9 hours, that 10 hours a day? If you do quit your job, what are you running towards? And most people, they don't think about what they're running towards. They don't think about that faith. They don't think about what it is that they have inside of them to be. They think about what they hate. They think about what they fear, and they run from that. But they're not really running towards something. They run away from the dark while not at the same time running towards the light.
Oh, he said something. He said, hey, did he not say, hold on, man? I need everybody on the call to give this guy some props right now. For what he just said. I mean, because it is. He's absolutely right. And it is can I jump in early here, but I gotta come in. Yeah, man, jump in. Who's gonna comment? Yeah, jump on in, Glisten and Glow. But yeah, man, he said a mouthful right there, man. And enthusiasm has to be wrapped in a plan. And when enthusiasm is wrapped in a plan, you are absolutely unstoppable. That goes back to the definite major purpose. And when your definite major purpose is backed by emotion, that is when it's backed by emotion, then you truly you have a passion and a purpose that you can and will stay committed to. But you got to have both, though. You got to have the definite major purpose, and you have to have the enthusiasm. And so when you say "F it today," you have to say that with an intention in mind, and keep in mind, man, that you are your Superman or your Superwoman. You're going to save your own life. So do that today.
Hey, Jill.
You said hi, how are you? I'm literally like, okay, I try to go into these labs, but then I'm like, okay. I always want to say, and I'm always like, oh, okay. No, it's good. It's good. I totally agree with you. Like, I hate when people try to like dull your shine. Like I say that every day. Like no joke. Like every day. And it was like, holy shit, did he just say that? Like, that was crazy. Like, I was like, that's crazy. Like, people hate so, like, you can build your empire, if you will, and people will legitimately do anything to tear you down. Like, just to ensure that you don't succeed, or just to whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do not want you to shine. It's crazy. And you can't even, like, people, like, I own a cosmetics company. So, and it's like crazy. Like, people will be like, oh, well, if I have you at the party, can you not talk about blah, blah, blah? Or if this is someone's special day, like, could you not? It's like, I'm not talking about it. I don't walk in and talk about it. People ask me, like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Like, oh, how's your business? What am I going to say? Bad? Like,
right. It's better than ever. Thanks for asking. And as a matter of fact, you should try my cosmetics right now.
I don't even try to, but it becomes like, I find that people, various industries, like, especially I see the spouse of that person struggle because the other, like, example, I'll give you an example. My spouse definitely takes a back burner to me on a daily basis. And, like, I understand and empathize with that, and the struggle is, but listen, it's not like I'm not benefiting from my shine. So why hate on it?
Right.
Hello. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's the gravity in our lives. And I think it's important to notice the balloons that we have in the background on our Facebook post. And I was just thinking about that, those balloons. And when they're on the ground, you have sandbags that are weighted to the balloon, right? And you also have tethers that keep the balloon on the ground. But the purpose of the balloon is to be up in the sky. And so every time you blow hot air into your balloon, that is you remembering your passion. That's you remembering your why. And every person that is weighted in your life, when you start letting the tethers go, those things that are holding your balloon down, those things that are holding those sandbags that become the weight that keep your balloon on the ground, when you start letting those things go, you start throwing those to the side, what starts to happen? Your balloon starts to rise. And those that are meant to be on the ride will be inside the balloon basket with you. And we have to be okay. We have to be okay with leaving the world behind and doing what we're supposed to do. And that's fly.
Then baby. You also touched on something that I thought was, and it goes back to it. It's like, it's the old adage, like, you know, your parents said, oh, don't hang out with that person. You are who you associate. When you associate with people that are like minds, you just grow in number, in, you know, just strength wise yourself. So, like, I've always been, like, in my industry as an indie, there's a lot of competition. And I feel that it's not like you embrace the competition instead of being negative or being bad mouthing or whatever, because then you're going to be more successful. Yes, birds of a feather. Yes, absolutely. You're going to be more successful in that way. And I have personally used that 100% to grow 2 other brands, and we all just bonded, and we've created a powerhouse between all of us, and done collaborative efforts and different things like that. And it pays dividends in sales, like, obviously, but not even that, but it also makes your heart happy.
Right.
You know, I gained 2 best friends, like, in my own industry. So it makes it like, whatever you're doing, whether you're, I don't know, installing windows, you're doing to be around people of influence and people who are also in the same industry. It gives you a sounding board, B, a platform to collaborate, in, you know, causing cross promotion. And you and I both know that any type of cross promotion is fantastic. It's a whole new audience. So, and then just making sure that, like,
real true,
it just, I don't know, it helps people to build. If you build people up, there's never going to be a day where you break people down that's beneficial. And so many concepts in corporate America and across every aspect is break the person down and then you build them up, you as the corporate America or you as whatever it is, build them back up to your liking, to how you want it to be. And that's in every aspect, from pledging a sorority, going through hazing, to America's vision of what they want you to be, to everything. I'm just giving you very general statements. That's all. I promise to shut up now. I just agree with you 100%. And please believe my unshowered ass did not come on here this morning to like not. That's good.
We can't smell you from here, so you're good. You're good.
I have no cosmetics on. So.
Well, cool, Jill. Well, thank you so much for kind of stopping by, guys. And if you're new to Blab, you can just right above her, you can follow her and keep up with what's going on with Jill, any Blabs that she might end up doing, and then also follow her on Twitter. She might have some cosmetics and stuff for you. It is holiday time, so you're definitely going to be going to some parties. You're going to be doing some things, so you might need to get made up. So reach out to Jill and follow what she's doing and be a part of her network. And then as we connect, guys, as we grow our networks together and we connect all of our people to people, we'll be able to provide services and products for one another and each other's networks as well. So, Jill, thanks so much for joining.
Thank you.
Now,
thank you,
guys. We are here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. every day. It's 30 minutes of fun, excitement, motivation, inspiration to help get our day started. So it's this 22nd day of the 30-day Mindset Makeover Challenge. We've been talking about some great things today, man. Birds of a feather flock together. Talk yourself into becoming great. Are you committed to your best self? And your commitment will show in your actions today. What are you going to do today? Are you making the decision today to go out and be great and making that same decision each and every day? And so that's our time here today on the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy show. I am your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator. We got Mr. Beedles in the building.
What's happening, everybody? This is Mr. Beedles, Mr. Wealthy, Healthy, Happy, your neighborhood financial planner and your small business developer. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, man, for making the show what it is every single morning from 7 a.m. to 7:30, Monday through Friday. We are getting it in. Go to wealthyhealthyhappy.net and get your daily feel. I will make sure that the blog is updated today, man. I had some good content yesterday. Didn't get a chance to post that thing, so we will make sure that happens today. But with that being said, man, make sure that you come back, man. Make sure that you are back here, same bat time, same bat channel, doing what we do best, and that is
absolutely, guys. Thanks so much for joining, man. We are wealthy, we are healthy, and we are happy, and we're out.
And we are out.